France, Germany, and the UK have warned that Iran is taking a dangerous step towards making a nuclear weapon by enriching uranium to levels where there is no credible civilian need. Tehran, which claims its nuclear ambitions are limited to generating electricity, announced this week that it is increasing its uranium enrichment rate to 60%, just below weapons purity. The 2015 nuclear agreement enables enrichment to a purity level of only 3.67%. On Wednesday, the three European powers issued a joint statement in which they said they had taken note of the developments with great concern. This is a dangerous development as the production of highly enriched uranium is an important step in the manufacture of a nuclear weapon. Iran has no credible civilian fortification need at this level, they said. We are also concerned about the news that Iran is planning to install 1,000 additional centrifuges in Natanz, that's the nuclear plants, that will greatly improve Iran's ability to enrich. The statement came on the eve of the resumption of talks in Vienna on the revival of the 2015 nuclear deal that restricts Iran's nuclear activities. They said Iran's move will further complicate the diplomatic process. Iran took the step after the heavily guarded underground facility at Natanz was attacked over the weekend and up to 1,000 centrifuges were largely damaged. Iran's archenemy, opposed to resumption of the talks, is widely believed to be responsible for the explosion, asserting its strength amid the Vienna negotiations to lift US sanctions against Iran. The next thing in the European declaration to criticize Israel was a sentence that read, "We reject all escalation measures by an actor." Iran believes that the unilateral nature of the European declaration will only confirm Tehran's growing view that Europe cannot demonstrate independence from the pro-Israel Biden government. The United Nations International Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA, announced that it would produce up to 60% uranium hexafluoride at the experimental fuel enrichment facility in Natanz, an above-ground facility that is more susceptible to further attack. The Vienna discussions focused on the exact measures the United States would like to lift out of the 1,500 sanctions imposed by the Obama, Trump, and Biden administrations, as well as the mechanism by which Iran can verify that the US sanctions lifted it, or how it's allowed for Iran to do so. Companies, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani has said that his process won't have to take long, but that his leadership, which is slated to end in August, is coming under increasing pressure. Iran has insisted that all sanctions Donald Trump imposed since 2016 be lifted. The United States says it will only lift nuclear sanctions, leaving a gray area of sanctions listed as linked to terrorism. On Tuesday, the annual U.S. National Intelligence Assessment concluded, "We continue to assess that the Iranians are not currently engaged in the major nuclear weapon development activities that we believe are necessary for the manufacture of a nuclear weapon." So that is one point how you can have a look at it. If you enrich it like that, 20 times as much as you need, it sounds fishy, but we will have to wait and see how this will develop. They just started the talks again. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel. Auf Wiedersehen.